What's good, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's go. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey. What's good, man? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Steady. Original bump shakers. If you want to listen, man, make sure you're over there on the red, on, what is it, the purple, and the other apps. I can't. Let's go. Man. All right, I gotta check some things out, man. I saw a couple of things where wanna get in down so I can. I saw a couple things I want to see real quick. No, I want to see some things. All right, here we go. I want to watch this Repulse video about will pretty much will Verdansk save Call of Duty? All right, here we go. Let's watch this video and see. Hold up. All right, let's see.
Last year, we've seen how much of an impact this.
I want to see what he says.
Gamers, whether it be bringing back fan favorite items or going as far as bringing back a whole map like Fortnite did. Fortnite witnessed a drastic player count increase by bringing back a fan favorite map.
I think it's hard for people. I think it's hard for people to decipher between Fortnite and Call of Duty at times. I really believe that.
From years before. So that begs the question when it comes to Call of Duty. We know that Verdansk is coming back, but will it be enough?
I don't think it will right now.
Right now, you're going to see so many different opinions on this topic specifically. Some people think that Verdansk is going to revitalize the franchise, while others think that Verdansk is going to do nothing for the player count. There are so many different opinions on what people think Verdansk is actually going to entail, but the question that I wanted to ask, and I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, is what version of Verdansk are we actually getting?
I think that's a lot. I think that's the biggest question. What, like, I really believe a lot of people are like, I want Verdansk back. I want Verdansk back. But if we really honestly think, which one do we want back? Because at the very beginning of Verdansk, you couldn't buy, your guns. You couldn't buy different things. Then you didn't have zips. You didn't have all of these things. And I really believe, that people are very indecisive when they say they want the OG map to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be interesting.
Are we going to get a true OG experience with OG Modern Warfare 2019 movement and OG mechanics? Or are we going to get what we currently have right now? All the new advancements with OG movement systems, all the new quality of life changes, all the things that make Warzone right now. The rumor is that Verdansk drops in 6 weeks, March 20th specifically. Nothing has been confirmed, but if you go into the Call of Duty game right now, Season 2 ends on March 20th, which would fit perfectly with their 5-year anniversary, with March 10th being their initial launch of Warzone. So I had an idea. With so many people all over the internet giving so many different opinions on this specific subject, I wanted to ask, what do people actually want? I asked a couple of creators this, and well, this is what they had to say.
All right, Hector, before I give you the must-haves.
And it's funny, like, and I love Lucky, but now we're going into a resurgence demon to ask what the OG map is he wants. Love Lucky. I can't wait to hear this one.
And never has for Verdansk. I just got to get this out the way. Verdansk needs to launch pretty close to flawlessly, meaning no bugs.
Having a good game of no bugs is going to be so important.
I have such a strong feeling that it could pop off for a while. if they get the cheating under control.
Obviously, a good anti-cheat's can be important.
What are the must-haves for Verdansk? In my personal opinion, one, it needs to capture the flow of the original, meaning 150 players. That is non-negotiable. It needs.
I don't think we'll get 150 players. I really don't believe we'll get that. There's something in it that I really don't believe we'll get 150 players. And that's scary for me.
To have 150 players.
I think the main, I think 3 things that it needs to have: 150 players.
Well, I think most importantly, 150 players.
We're currently playing, if you look in the top right-hand corner of my screen, against 120 players. Actually, a team just disconnected 117, but there's normally 120 cap. We need 150 players back. What's
going on, Trip? I don't believe we'll get 150. And that's going to be scared. I think we're really going to be getting. Hey, thank you so much for the heart. Thank you,
my friend.
I don't believe it. I don't believe we'll get 150 players. I think we'll still get around 120. That's just my thought. I hope I'm wrong though.
Back, man. We just need it.
We got to have at least one nostalgic weapon from Warzone.
Yeah, 150 is going
to.
Whether that's from it's going to be a lot.
Or Cold War. I wouldn't say Vanguard.
I wish that we have a long range meta that's actually competitive with each other. Snipers versus actual long range weapons. Versus right now, it feels like you either got to be a quick scoper who's super talented, or the long range is really like 50 or 60 meters, which really is true. Long range. So I think that's part of it. I think the vehicles need to be where they're usable again.
I want to have vehicles back in the equation. I want to have that risk of, hey, everyone pile up in this vehicle. Let's go this way. Oh, random C4 comes out. Bam, we're all dead. I want risk back with vehicles.
I remember that. I remember that part. I remember when like if you didn't have a trophy system on your car and you was driving at risk, because they would throw that C4 a million miles in the air and then just blow the car up. I remember that was so much fun though. That was fun. The amount of people you get in Fortnite gets a lot too. It's going to be interesting.
Absolutely do not want zip lines everywhere. I do not want redeploy drones.
I don't think that balloons or portable zips should be in the game either.
I totally agree with that.
Should be there for some of the tall buildings. We don't need to walk up 17 flights of stairs. We don't miss that version of Verdansk.
I don't think there should be any type of playlist rotation when Verdansk launches for the rest of the season, if not rest of the year, until we get a new map. We've had Years Extend now. You guys have Years Extend for over a year. There's no.
You see, you all have had it. Like he don't jump on that. Like he's on Rebirth. But I disagree. I disagree with one thing though. I don't believe that we do need zips. I would love not to have zips. And you have to walk up those 50 flights of stairs. Give me the old school feel back. I want that old school feel back of where we had to walk up 900 flights of stairs, where we had to do those things. That's just me. You know, that's just me.
No point in playing a map for that long when there's a new map coming out, and it's obviously everyone's favorite.
That's the by far.
Are very key to me.
Yes.
Buff vehicles, and I think hopefully we're in for an okay return.
Buff vehicles. I want the vehicles to go back to where we could actually drive the vehicles. That's what I want. I want the vehicles to be drivable, not these big giant. You know, I feel like I'm driving a big ass 18-wheeler. I want the ones where we can actually drive the car and it feels fluid. The helicopters, if y'all remember, the helicopters were so fluent in the OG maps, and now they just feel terrible. That's what I want.
Subscribe to my man Hector.
So after hearing what these content creators had to say, honestly, I had to really dig deep and think about what I personally felt. What are things that I personally want in the game, and what are things that I personally never want to come back? So let's start with the must-haves. Now, I've said this so many different times, but the one thing that I think Warzone is lacking right now is the ability for it to feel like a BR. Right now, you go and you load up Warzone, and it literally feels like a glorified Resurgence.
100%. 100%. I mean, me and Hector, we're so in line with a lot of our shit. I don't want Resurgence Verdansk. I don't want that. I want where you have to value your life. Only way you can come back is if somebody buys you back, or if we get if you buy somebody back. That's the only way I want people to come back, because now you have to actually play the game strategic.
Let's say that's we have a slider. On this end, you have Modern Warfare 2019 BR. And on this end, you have Resurgence. Now, for whatever reason, it feels like right
Not the
now
diaper
we
and the
found
dog.
ourselves somewhere in the middle, with possibly even leaning more towards Resurgence in BR. Which I don't know if you necessarily think that's a bad thing, but in my opinion, every
Hey, thank you for the
mode should have
likes.
its own
Thank you,
identity.
my friend.
And honestly, right now, BR is trying way too hard to be Resurgence.
Correct.
And the reason that they probably did this was because they probably saw that Resurgence player counts were so high comparatively to BR. So they thought,
true.
why not? Let's mix the both. But in essence, they've kind of lost what BR has actually felt like.
Correct.
They have to bring back 150 players. That is, in my
They have to.
opinion, a absolute have to have win Verdansk.
But I don't. Here's the thing: if we're having this many problems with servers and all of that, and just the game with 120 players, imagine 150. Now I know that they said that they're not doing any updates, like other than this Terminator thing. They're not doing anything too crazy for. They're going to do Resurgence mode. Now I don't think Verdansk they're going to do Resurgence for that. I don't believe that. They might have a separate playlist, like a Resurgence Verdansk. I believe they might do that, maybe. But as far as Resurgence mode for Verdansk, I don't believe they'll do that. I don't.
Comes back.
Yeah, no, 100%. G. The original one is way better. I totally agree with you.
On top of that, there are other things that have made the game feel not like BR. Some of these.
You know what? Hey, Trip, it's crazy that you said that. You all remember when they did have that small Resurgence mode where the circle was smaller and they had like the different, like I'm just going to throw Superstore. They had everybody landing like at Superstore, and it would be like, you know, that mode. I remember that. That was wild.
These things are Gulag.
Still don't want it though.
Redeploy packs. All of these things that gave you another life to come back. Now I get it. When Gulag was introduced, it was.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree. We don't need any new POIs. I don't want to see anything. I do know that they're going to put Fern in there. I do know that they are officially going to do that. I'm kind of up in the air where they're going to put it. I think they're going to put it by what's it called? By Farmland. I think they're going to put it by Farmland, but somebody in chat a couple weeks ago said they might put it by, you remember the track? You remember the track over there? It was like an empty field, and you had the track. It was like a go-kart track, and it was just nothing but trees and shit. They might put it over there, but if it's me, if I'm designing the map and I'm putting Fern in there, I'm putting it over there by Farmland and all that shit. The past two seasons, the battle pass has been horrible. Yeah, I mean, they're not doing anything. They're really not doing anything special, and we all know why, because they're going to try to go all out for the OG map on season 3.
Praised heavily.
We'll see.
People loved it because it gave you the ability to come back even after you died. But as you know, too much of a good thing can eventually turn
be a bad thing.
into a bad thing. They dialed up the meter of bringing people back, and in turn, they've ruined the BR experience. So yes, in my opinion, I really do hope they figure this out and they can find a way for BR to feel like it felt back in Modern Warfare 2019. On top of this, if they're going to do this, in my opinion, they have to remove redeploy balloons. And
yes.
I know what some of y'all are thinking. I personally love redeploy balloons, but I do think it was a cop-out for bad map design. Caldera, in my opinion, was arguably one of the worst maps ever created.
Correct.
It had no flow, and it was a
Correct.
giant volcano in the middle of the map.
Correct.
And so what happened?
Remember, everyone used to land at a peak. Everyone used to land at peak and then just farm the people that would come up the hill.
Was people were
I remember that.
always looking up, climbing uphill, and
Yep.
it just felt so clunky. Their way to put a band-aid fix on this was to introduce redeploy balloons, and people loved them, myself included. But when you add all these things like redeploy balloons, flares, gulag tokens, and everything else, you start to lose the feel of BR. Now, moving on to the next thing, which these two things do fit hand in hand. If they are going to remove
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Afforded?
Okay, you ready?
All right, well, she's afforded it into that car.
redeploy balloons, I do think they need to heavily think about reverting vehicles back to their OG ways.
Correct.
If you go back and look at OG footage of vehicles,
Oh my
you will see
God.
that they were so much easier to use
Yes.
and so much easier to maneuver.
And I'm going to say this again. Hold up.
They do take
I'm going to say this too. If you didn't have that trophy system on top of that damn car, you was getting blown up somewhere, somehow.
off balloons and there being less ways to rotate, they have to make sure that vehicles function smooth. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly encourage you guys to look at Jack Fragg's video. pretty much made a whole breakdown going over why Warzone does not feel the greatest anymore. And one of the big things that he brought up was that there's no downtime anymore to Warzone. He claimed that a big part of why we all enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019 and Verdansk was because, yes, there was times where we were fighting people like crazy and you got into crazy gun engagements. But there was also those times where you could relax and you could get into a car and you could rotate to another place. That downtime gave you the ability to talk to your homies, talk to your friends, and just give you a place to...
All right, I'm going to put myself out there for a second. Y'all remember on late game situations where you would get the king and then you would throw the trophy system on top of the car and drive around for like either 3 to 5 minutes just to get all your peoples back? That shit was so fun. That was fun.
To actually build storylines. He added the note that now there is no downtime. It's a constant just sweat fest. You're constantly in gunfights, and if you're not in the gunfights, you're probably getting landed on by somebody that wants a gunfight. I love this type of playstyle, but I understand that there needs to be a healthy balance. People were desperate for something that made them feel more alive, made them feel the dopamine, which is what Battle Royale was intended to be. In multiplayer, you play, you die, you respawn right away, and you die multiple times. VR, it's not like that. Every life should matter.
Yeah, you gotta value your life.
The absolute must not haves. Now, I've really thought hard about this question, and I had to sit down and think about what exactly do I not want to return.
Right.
So let's start with Verdansk first. Things that were introduced in Verdansk that I think were probably not good and I think should probably stay away. Dead silence is one of those things that, yes, when you had it, it felt amazing, but when you had it used on you, it felt
sucked.
horrible. I know some people are not going to like this. Maybe some people are going to like this, but in my opinion, Dead Silence was incredibly overpowered, and I think it should stay gone. Now,
hey, you remember when you hit that Dead Silence and you just... And then, oh man, that was so fun.
That topic, let's talk about stopping power rounds. Stopping power rounds pretty much made your gun incredibly powerful, but made it have more recoil. I'm going to be honest, this is one of those things that I think should absolutely not return. Yes, it's cool to be the one delivering that, but being on the receiving end always felt so bad. As I mentioned earlier, I definitely do not think redeploy balloons should be coming back.
Nope, don't believe it.
That's what kind of made the game feel not like VR anymore. And I think if there's anything you're gonna learn from this video today is I personally think this game, when Verdansk drops, needs to feel like VR again.
Correct.
Another thing in Caldera was Krampus. If they make anything like Krampus, I am going to lose absolute full.
Y'all remember Krampus? Krampus was crazy. OP. Krampus was OP.
So please,
oh my God,
bring it back as a joke. Now moving on to Warzone 2. Oh my God, what can I even say about this? I don't know how long I want this video to be, but I know I don't want it to be an hour. Let's just make a list of things that should never come back. 2v2 gulags, visual recoil,
Krampus was annoying. I swear to God, he was annoying as fuck. And you couldn't kill that fool. You couldn't kill Krampus. Like you had to literally buy ammo, get an LMG to kill Krampus. That was the most craziest thing ever.
Bob and Sway. AIs that shot better than 99% of the lobby. Strongholds. Starting off Warzone with 2 plates. No movement whatsoever. No slide canceling. No bunny hopping. Not being able to buy your loadout at the beginning. And there's probably a lot longer list here. I'm not even going to get into it. Warzone 2 was horrible. Now moving on to Modern Warfare 3. I think Modern Warfare 3 was actually really, really good. And honestly, when it comes to Modern Warfare 3, I really can't think of anything that I wouldn't bring back from that generation. If anything, they had a slight delay after auto tac sprinting where it kind of give you a cooldown. I definitely think that should not return, but if it does, it's not that big of a deal. Now, lastly, Black Ops 6. What do I not want to integrate when the game drops? I think that's also another question that people are kind of confused about. Are we gonna get OG Verdansk, or are we gonna get Black Ops 6 Verdansk? And honestly, this is kind of a weird question because people have asked me, yo, do you think OG movement is gonna come back, or do you think this is gonna be Omni movement? I don't really see a world where they get rid of Omni movement after just introducing it. So I think it's
what's going on? How you doing today?
That I don't want to return in Black Ops 6. I really do think it's going to be all the movement penalties that Warzone 2 originally had that for whatever reason Treyarch decided to keep in Black Ops 6. Don't get me wrong, they've done a really good job at reducing a lot of these penalties, but there's still some that are still in the game. For example, going from standing to prone. They added slight delays to that and it just makes the game feel a little bit clunky. Another one is bunny hopping, which I personally like, but if they decide not to bring it, it is what it is. I hope that they do though. When it comes to my wants, I want the game to feel like BR again.
Much love.
I understand that my nostalgia probably makes it seem better than it actually was. But at the very least, I want the game to be fun again. I want the game to not be a multiplayer on a big map. So
he's right.
The video, I want to know what you guys think.
He's
what
right.
Are your must-haves when Verdansk drops in 6 weeks?
I think no, he's right though.
Well,
it's about 5 weeks now, but That's crazy. Hold up. I gotta see this.
You have great music out on Spotify, but you
No. We're not playing Spotify. We're not playing Spotify. Oh my.
2020. You may have been one.
God, this is 30. All right, we're gonna watch some of it. We're not gonna watch all this. We're gonna watch some of it.
One of the many people playing Call of Duty Warzone. Free to play and a fresh take on the Battle Royale genre implemented.
Oh my God, guys. I might cry. I just might cry right now. Just seeing this POI, just seeing this right here brings back so many memories. Just seeing this. Like, look at that. I don't really believe we knew how good we had it back then. I really don't. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's a casual player. He doesn't play all the time. He's casual. And we was talking about a couple things when it came to Warzone, and like he's like, I hopped on, man. It just didn't feel the same. Yeah, you're right, G. We never do. We never knew how good this was. Oh my God. Like, just looking at it, like, I don't know about you all, but most of you that are in here right now have played this map many times. And you could probably, in all honesty, each one of these POIs we see, from stadium, TV station, remember the little apartment hotel thingies, bank, airport, tower, we all had a different favorite moment in one of those buildings. And that's the crazy part about, man,
Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh my
Free
God.
to play and a fresh take on the Battle Royale genre implemented into a gritty Modern Warfare rebooted universe. Many Call of Duty fans experiencing 150 player combined arms battles with infantry and vehicles on a large map for the very first time. Intense combat and a second chance at life should you win a brutal 1v1 fight in the gulag, or your teammates gathered enough money to buy you back at the last second.
Oh, hold up. Go, let's go back.
Gathered enough money to buy you back at the last.
All right, look at this. Loadouts were 6,000. Munitions box was 5,000. When are they bringing it back? March 24th, around that time. It's sometime in March. That's the 5th year anniversary. Armor plate bundles was 15. Shield turrets, cluster strikes. Oh my God, man. Look at these prices.
Last second while the play space shrinks around you. The loadout system allowed you to customize your own preferred arsenal, tweaking and meddling with weapon builds in the gunsmith. The guns felt varied, viable, punchy, with realistic function, accurate reloads, and more recoil. They sounded incredible. The game was just pure fun.
It was
offered
amazing.
A great space to kick back with your friends and have a laugh in a Call of Duty sandbox like never before. Skip to January 2025 and things have significantly changed for Call of Duty and Warzone. The situation is not good. The player count is falling. The last time I personally played Warzone was when they released the Area 99 map on November 14th last year. I played about 5 matches in total on that. I made one video and I logged off. All of my real life friends don't play the game anymore. The Milkman doesn't play the game anymore. My content creator friends don't play the game anymore. We don't talk about it at all. There's no desire to play right now. But why?
And you know what's crazy? That sounds like some of my friends exactly. It's like, man, I just don't want to play it. It's not fun anymore. That's crazy.
And what the hell happened here? Well, in this video, I'm going to give some feedback and try to understand and explain what happened. I'm going to keep it as brief as
Loadouts,
I can.
oh
And I'm
man.
going to make some assumptions. This is more how I feel. There's going to be some feels over reels here, but everything that I say is based on my experience with this game and from listening to other people's experiences and viewpoints. I realize how hard it must be to make a massive game like this, but consider this some constructive criticism from a fan. You won't agree with me on everything, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be wrong about some things, but do let me know your thoughts below.
One thing I do miss, and this is just thinking out loud. If they do bring the original map back, and I'm fine with that, that's what I want. I wish they would. If we're going to bring in different POIs, I want the big giant high-rise building that had specialists in it when the Die Hard event. I want that in there. I want that right in the middle where you have to fight the teams off, go upstairs, and get specialists. If you killed everybody off, you had specialists.
below, but this is how I feel about the current situation, and hopefully offers some potential solutions.
Oh, I'm
doing
feeling
this
that too.
I used to love playing Warzone on a daily basis. Now I don't touch the thing, and I want to see it improve. We'll be discussing some general COD stuff in here too. Now I want to be clear that I'm also making this video.
Yo, man, you would go from Superstore, clear that out, come to the storage area. Oh man, I could tell you so many different strats we used to have. Oh my god.
From the perspective of a gamer rather than someone who makes YouTube videos for a living.
Oh god, I miss this.
I've played almost all of the Call of Duty games.
God, I miss this.
In online multiplayer since the very first Call of Duty set in World War II. I was running around Karantan and Stalingrad, fragging out on a 56k modem, having a blast. Before that, it was Medal of Honor Allied Assault. I've seen it all. Things have changed a lot though for Call of Duty since then. I'm also predicting that with COD bringing back Verdansk in March or April this year, as the rumors go, they are hoping that it's going to reinvigorate the game and the players will come flooding back. However, I don't think this will be the case unless there are significant, meaningful changes.
I truly believe that.
Many fundamental issues with the current build that will overshadow any nostalgia that will quickly fade away. So 2025 Warzone, what are the problems? We're going to start with gameplay. The current iteration of Warzone as a whole is too complicated, especially for new and returning players. 2020 Warzone was simple, and I've broken this gameplay bit down into sections. First up, we're going to talk about movement. The movement in 2020 Warzone was basic. You had aim, shoot, sprint, tactical sprint, slide, and a contextual weapon mount. It was easy to understand and simple.
And you know what's crazy about like this movement right here? If we look back on it, do you see how slow it is? It looks so slow compared to what we have now, but it was really, really slow. The movement was really, really slow, and we tend to forget that.
Simple to get to grips with for new or existing.
But on the flip side is it was good movement for that state of the game.
COD players. 2025 Warzone integrated with Black Ops 6, and it took on the new Omni movement system. You can now sprint in any direction, dive through the air in any direction, lie on your back and shoot, dive, slide, get up really quick, continue shooting, crouch, slide. It has many complexities leading to unpredictable, frustrating, and confusing firefights. It's difficult to understand just from a base level, featuring many customizable options too that confuse players, especially for those returning.
But I totally disagree with this statement. And like you said, we're going to disagree. I believe Omni movement is specifically made for the casual player. I believe that. I believe Omni movement is made especially for the casual players because you can customize you can customize everything for you. If you want sprint assist, okay, they got it. If you want mental assist, they got it. Crouch assist, whatever it is tailor made for a casual player who does not hop on this game to learn to be able just to run, sprint, jump, all of that. That's just my belief. I believe it's really made for a casual player.
Customizable options too that confuse players, especially for those returning. While it may have been a fun change of pace for multiplayer in Black Ops 6 on small maps with fast respawns, I feel like it isn't well suited to a Call of Duty Battle Royale experience. Intrinsically linked to this is a severe lack of consistency. This is a big issue. Every year a new COD game releases and they integrate that into Warzone.
Correct.
The result of this is that there's no through line and base understanding for the gameplay, which confuses players. Warzone 2020, basic, easy to understand, and then Cold War releases, guns get quicker.
Oh my god. The FFAR was one of my favorite guns. Oh my god.
TTK gets quicker, movements faster. Next was Vanguard. The
Welcome back.
Goes away. World War II setting, map design ethos changes, overpowered planes in the sky, bad visibility. And then Warzone 2, massive sweeping changes. They add an inventory system. They add AI, strongholds. It's now a mix between BR and an extraction game.
Warzone 2 was so trash.
And the pace is slowed down excessively. Modern Warfare 3, they revert most of that, and you have a weird hybrid that's been hodgepodge together, playing on an uninspired large map, Urzikstan, with no character. Black Ops 6, completely new movement system, still on the same big map. There's no ground zero for the players. And sometimes players might not necessarily like that year's flavor of COD either, yet they're forced to have it in Warzone. Many have favorites. Some love the Black Ops type gameplay, some hate it, some prefer Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward for Modern Warfare. There's too much pulling and pushing, and I imagine that the dev teams are constantly bickering on what their vision of Warzone is for whatever year, yanking the game in different directions, time and time again.
That's what I've always said. And I'm forever going to say this is they need to have pretty much 2 different teams to work on this. One for the Warzone side and one for the Call of Duty side, or whatever. One for both sides, and that's just my thought on that. I believe you need one specific team strictly for Warzone.
Taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Problems and bugs that were previously fixed return again and again. Think about Counter-Strike. That game released in 1999. It's inherently the same game today, one of the most played games ever on PC. PUBG, there's a foundation they've stuck to, still incredibly popular. Warzone, it keeps flip-flopping, there's no conviction in the game design, and this is hurting it on many levels, and the choice to integrate it into the yearly cycle of Call of Duty games is not working. Next, guns. Why is there over 160?
This is very true.
This clutch of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, it cannot be balanced. It's bloated, overwhelming, intimidating. Thinking about all these guns that you have to level up now, which takes way longer than it used to, by the way. Only 5 of them get used most of the time.
That is a lie. That is a true lie right there. Because if you really remember, back in the OG MW 2019, it took forever to rank those guns up. Starting out, it took forever, but I can see what he's saying. Some of the Call of Duties, you rank up quick, but that 2019 with the growl and all of that, it took forever to rank up.
The time, it just seems so unnecessary. And the gear, there's too much gear, too many options. What's this? RDB. Is that a life ring? Do I have to be in water to use that? This is a Semtex. That doesn't really look like a Semtex, but whatever. A spy camera? What? So why would I want to take a picture in a battle royale game? What kind of spots people? It's a waste of time. Never going to use that again. What's this vest on the ground here? Oh, there's a different one here. Why is this board game from the 80s here? What does that do then? There's just too much stuff in the game. Too much stuff. Next, the game itself is not really a battle royale anymore. It plays more like TDM on a large map where there are 1,000 ways to respawn, you get your loadouts almost instantly, and the map just happens to get smaller and smaller until one person or team wins. There are way too many options to respawn. You don't feel the danger or value your life in Warzone
That's true.
You used to, and that takes away a key component of the game that made it
That's very true.
Interesting. Warzone 1 struck a nice balance with this, but they've taken respawns in the main battle royale mode too far in the wrong direction now. Many changes they've made, in fact, have steered the game away from its original vision. There's no downtime anymore. Respawns, redeploy beacons that can move you around vast distances of the map in a few seconds. Fast ziplines everywhere, connecting buildings together, horizontal and vertical. The pace is relentless, and you don't have time to breathe. Those quiet moments that you had in 2020 when you were looting, moving from point A to point B, working out how much money you had together to see if you could buy a loadout yet, chatting, catching up with your mates, socializing while you play.
You know what's crazy? Just thinking about it like this is, there was 150 players in that lobby, and you still had time to talk to your friends, goof around, act silly. I didn't really think about it like that. Holy crap.
That's all gone. That's not possible anymore.
I didn't think about it like that.
Those moments were needed. People enjoy those moments. The peaks and valleys of 2020 Warzone are what made it addictive and interesting. There was a narrative, little stories and moments that you would have and remember. Nowadays, it's just a hyper-fast TDM with a shrinking play zone. Most players just run at each other full speed and hold down fire. The basis of a semi-authentic, realistic map that we used to have has been replaced for intense player movement and rotation. Moving on, vehicles. Useless now, no one uses them. Why would you when you can loot a redeployed beacon and move vast distances in a few seconds? Vehicles in Warzone 2020 were
the race. Yeah.
Part of the gameplay loop, driving around as a squad in a big truck, a jeep, relocating in a helicopter.
Y'all remember Bertha? If you got in Bertha, you couldn't destroy that thing.
But having to bail onto a roof at the last second because it just took too much damage from other players. This was exciting, and it offered unique gameplay scenarios that COD didn't have before. The vehicles now handle poorly, they can be destroyed easily, they might as well not be in the game, and the map design has hampered the use of vehicles too. The other side of this is that vehicles also created epic and memorable moments for infantry who were fighting against them. Go on. No way! That is ridiculous. Oh, you got it. Hitting long-range RPG shots on helicopters and Berthas as they screamed by.
Yes, I want this. This is what I want.
Bay moments, firing javelin rockets at armored personnel carriers.
That's exactly what I want.
Proximity mine traps on the roads and bridges, using C4, sniping a pilot. That's all gone now. Doesn't happen anymore. Yes, I recognize that some of the vehicle systems were overpowered and they could be annoying at times. For example, fighting a truck that can instantly accelerate to 200 miles per hour and road kill you, but they've been nerfed to the point now where they're irrelevant, and I think that's a shame. Next topic, audio.
Yeah,
this could have its own section, even video.
We know how bad audio is.
I include it in gameplay here because it is one of my biggest complaints with the game, and for me, it has a massive negative impact on my experience. I don't think Warzone has ever had good audio.
No.
You can't hear footstep sounds until they're right next to you. The footstep sounds get muted and muddied by other audio in the game. The engine does an awful job with multiple footsteps at once. There's a weird reverb effect now that's confusing. It's hard to tell if someone's above or below you. Parachutes don't make noise a lot of the time. Someone can just land on you without you hearing a thing. You put this all together, and to me, it makes me feel like I'm not connected to the game. I feel like I'm gliding around in a space and not grounded in the experience. My ears are not giving me the information and feedback that I need to understand the environment that I find myself in. And when I get killed by an entire squad who tactical sprinted up to me at full speed, and I watch the kill cam, my mouth agape with what I see, I alt tab, I watch my recording back, and all I can hear, just to check, just to make sure I'm not crazy, half a second before I die is 3 small pitter-patter footsteps. That is an incredibly frustrating and disconnected experience for a player that happens all of the time.
That's crazy.
Now, audio is a very contentious issue in this game because there are 2 main schools of thinking with it that fight each other. The first school is very anti-accurate audio because people think that if you've got good audio in COD or Warzone, it will just promote camping and players won't want to move around the map at all for fear of being pre-fired or noticed too easily. The other school of thinking is pro-good audio, and that's the one that I assign myself to because to me, I think this through. Which one would I rather have, whether I win or die? Let's think of a scenario. You're in a building, moving through to the next zone, and you have a firefight with a squad at the end of a corridor. You get bogged down. Maybe you take out one of theirs, they take out one of yours, but you're still in the fight, reloading, whatever. Then all of a sudden, behind you, another 3-man squad appears that rushed into your building and start shooting you in the back. If you had good audio there,
you could hear
that other squad coming and you can act accordingly. You can flank, disengage, move so you're not in line of sight from a specific window, and get ready to fight another team behind you. Whatever, you might win, you might lose. With bad audio, like how it is in Warzone at the moment, that squad runs up to the building you're in. You don't hear them. They shoot you in the back and kill you. What would be more satisfying and interesting to me in that scenario? Spoiler, it's the one where I can hear the squad coming regardless of if they kill me or not, because I would have had a level of understanding from the knowledge the game gave me before the fight, and I can act on that, regardless if I act correctly, incorrectly, regardless of if I die or not. For me, the game would be way more engaging and interesting that way if it, A, had accurate footstep audio, so when people are sprinting around.
I don't think we'll ever get good audio with Call of Duty. I just don't believe it. I don't believe we'll ever get like legit good audio. When you got to download like ArtTune, when you got to download all this other shit just so you can hear, it's crazy, bro. The smoke grenade in Fortnite is so much you can't see nothing. Oh, I bet so.
And I can understand roughly where they are. And B, gave players the option to crouch or walk almost silently. So if a player wants to be as quiet as they can be, sneak around, they still have that option, but they have to slow down a bit and think more about the engagement. A bit of risk, reward, and strategy creeps in, rather than how it is at the moment, players just sprint around holding W and shift because they know how bad the footstep audio is and the chances of someone hearing them are low. To me, having better audio and more context of the situation.
I'll say this. Call of Duty will have better audio when I couldn't even tell you when, to be honest. I don't even think Call of Duty will have any better audio. Yeah,
that is better whether you lose or win the engagement.
Crazy.
And the audio is so bad that some PC players will spend time installing third-party software, adjusting and tweaking their EQ settings in Windows to completely distort the sound of the game just so they can raise the footstep audio slightly. Many pro players in tournaments, MP and Warzone, were using this and openly said that if they didn't, they felt like they were at a disadvantage. Some players consider this cheating too, but it shows how desperate people are.
It is not cheating. If you have audio on your PC or you have now audio on your console, it is not cheating. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody that thinks that it's cheating can kiss my ass.
For good audio. Overall, the whole audio system and way of thinking with it, the design mentality in Warzone and COD needs a huge overhaul in my opinion. So that's my core gameplay section complete. Next, we're going to move on to aesthetics. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that a skin in a Call of Duty game is going to ruin my day, because it isn't. Skins can be fun, stupid, and they make a lot of money for the publisher. They support the game, especially if it's free to play. You know, if I see someone running around as a unicorn, a shark, Nicki Minaj, an emoji, whatever the hell these things are,
what were those things?
Crying about it and quit the game. As long as it's just cosmetic and it doesn't have gameplay benefits like the rose skin did.
Yo, hold up. I was wondering.
And quit the game. As long as it's just cosmetic and it doesn't have gameplay benefits like
that thing was the most scariest skin we will ever have. Running upstairs, you don't see the skin in the corner, boom. Or if they had the doof doof, it's a wrap.
The rose skin did. I can live with it. I've bought stupid goofy skins and takedowns myself. If you buy them, that's your money, your choice. However, and I do think that this is important to many people, Call of Duty used to have an identity, an aesthetic. For many gamers, especially those who are late 20s to mid to late 30s, they grew up with the original COD trilogy set in World War II, then the original Modern Warfare trilogy, up until about the first Black Ops game, I'd say. All of those games together collectively had a vibe to them. This is what Call of Duty looked like back then. It was the cool, gritty military game with realistic outfits and guns. Yeah, the gameplay was arcadey, and you'd have bombastic action moments in the campaigns and multiplayer, but it looked like this. It had a feeling in the visuals, the world,
so
the guns,
true,
even the audio. That has completely disappeared now, gone out of the window. Call of Duty does not have an identity anymore. It's akin to Fortnite in the range of art styles and aesthetics crammed into the game. This trend started with Black Ops 2 from what I recall, and it really began to accelerate with Advanced Warfare. Player customization obtained in various ways, from supply drops, challenges, weapons could look a bit different. You had the infamous clown mask, and with the rise in financial success of
wait a second, wasn't that a Fortnite skin? Hold up.
The player skins and weapon skins more of could look a bit different. You had the infamous
I thought I was about to say, isn't that a Fortnite skin? I remember that one.
Clown mask. And with the rise in financial success of in-game microtransactions, live service, etc., the player skins and weapon skins are more outlandish than ever before. So when lapsed or even existing non-regular Call of Duty players come back to try the game, try the new Warzone, maybe they come back for Verdansk and they see this kind of thing, these colorful fantasy skins in a franchise that used to be grounded and authentic when they played it, that could potentially turn them off. It isn't.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab me a cup of coffee.
BRB anymore, and they start to feel like maybe what they used to know and love isn't for them now. They don't play it again. And you know what? That's okay. People move on, but I suppose it depends on how much of an impact the lack of realistic aesthetic and identity is actually hurting the game. I don't have the data for that, of course, but I feel like it should be a consideration, as I've seen many people discuss this. It isn't some niche topic, and there's a huge audience of FPS multiplayer gamers who want to play in realistic, authentic worlds where they can play a role and sink into a fantasy. COD is missing out on that now. It's something to think about, and perhaps a solution to this that would please both parties is to have a simple toggle switch in the options that says only show me default and authentic skins. Next, oh boy, cheats. I cannot believe that after 5 years after all of the calls, the feedback sessions, the Reddit posts, the tweets, the blogs, the videos, the clips, the lawsuits, Warzone and Call of Duty still has a gigantic problem with cheaters. It's as worse as it's ever been, and the community does not trust that anything can be done to ameliorate the cheating situation. It's out of control. Legit players are getting shadow banned more often than ever now too. People don't trust each other and question every kill cam. The cheating situation is so bad that some people actually believe Activision develop cheats themselves and then sell them to cheat websites who sell them to players. It's absolutely wild. I realized that this is not an easy job for the developers. It's an ongoing battle, and it can never be won by either side, especially when there's money involved. But it's quite clear that Call of Duty is losing, and it does not have control of this at all. And it's hard to know where to start discussing this too, because there's so many factors at play, but this really started to become a widespread problem when Modern Warfare 19 introduced crossplay with PC and console, and Warzone released as free-to-play, exposing that huge console audience to things that they'd never seen before. Rage hacking, aimbots, wall hacks, flying cars, DDoS attacks. It showed all of this stuff to a massive group that hadn't seen it before, and they started talking about it. And I'm going to keep this short because it's been discussed ad infinitum, but here's some things they could do that I feel would actually make a meaningful impact. Some of this stuff wouldn't be easy, It would be a difficult decision, but I think it would help. And bear in mind that I play on PC too, so I would suffer from some of this. Step 1, give console players the option for console-only crossplay. So PC players can only play with console players if the console player allows that in their matchmaking filters, or if they're in a party together. Yes, for legit PC players, this would have a big negative impact on matchmaking times, but sometimes a wolf has got to chew off its own leg to survive. This could be a good fix in the interim while they look at bolstering other forms of protection. Step 2, roll out a mandatory always-on secure boot anti-cheat for PC. Go down the same route as Valorant. Talk to Riot Games, get it done. Initially, people will complain en masse. If they want to play on PC, they've got to install it. No one trusts COD right now. This would be difficult, but in the long term, the benefits of having a clean game and a clean reputation would far outweigh the initial outrage and backlash. Step 3, in 2024, Microsoft bought Activision for $68.7 billion. Call of Duty is now owned by Microsoft. What do Microsoft make? They make Windows. You play Call of Duty on PC with Windows. They're probably doing this already, but work more with the Windows team. Work with Microsoft. Come up with a better solution for fighting cheaters on PC, because what you got right now isn't enough.
It doesn't work.
It's ineffective.
It does not work.
For implement, if it's not there already, I'd guess it was. And if it is, rely way more on real-time, in-game statistical analysis of players. From a data standpoint, obvious cheaters and rage hackers do things that human beings cannot. If that kind of obviously inhuman behavior is detected in a match, just ban it straight away. Moving on, skill-based matchmaking, engagement-based matchmaking, whatever you want to call it, however you define it, however they define it. If you're watching this video, you know roughly what it is. In this section, I'm not going to discuss if I think it's a good or bad thing overall. I'm just going to tell you how I feel when I play this game. This feeling started with Modern Warfare 2019. Damn. When I play quick play in Call of Duty now, be that multiplayer or Warzone, I feel like I'm being manipulated. I feel a severe lack of gameplay variety. I feel like I play with and against the same players over and over. I feel like my ping is higher on average. I feel like I wait longer for matches than ever before, and I feel like I can't play with my friends. In 2024, Call of Duty released a couple of blogs and white papers explaining how their matchmaking system works. In total, 44 pages of information. 44 pages! There's graphs and data. It's available for free for everyone to see and read. I think it's a fascinating piece, and I really appreciate the communication from them. However, on the first page, it states the following. As the community will attest, ping is king. Connection is the most critical and heavily weighted factor in the matchmaking process. I'm sorry to say, this does not line up with my experience of the game at all. It's like pointing at an orange and telling me over and over again that it's a banana. How can ping be king when there's a 44-page document explaining how the matchmaking works, and all of these other factors are a big consideration? When I saw this for the first time, I found it quite funny, and in my head I'm doing this. So imagine a player clicks play to start matchmaking, and behind the scenes we see the matchmaking man trying to find a game for them. Okay, first thing, connection. Where are they based? North America, East Coast. Cool, cool, cool. So, here's some nearby servers. And look, 50,000 people currently searching for a game in North America. Brilliant. And then we need to think about how long they've been waiting for. Let's check. Okay, so only a few seconds so far. No worries, no worries. Okay, great. I found a super low ping server that they can play in here. 5 millisecond connection. Amazing. The game is just about to start. Whoa, wait. No. We can't put them in there because their kill death ratio is too low for that lobby. I just lost a load of good servers there. Hang on a second. What platform are they on? Xbox? Okay, so maybe we can put them with more Xbox players in this. I
swear to God, it's just crazy.
No, we can't. Average score per minute. Slightly higher compared to the other players in there. So
it's true, though.
That would weigh the lobby too far in one team's favor and would be less likely to be a close match. It's going to be 90% chance instead of 95% chance. Unacceptable. How long have they waited now? Oh, God, it's getting long. So what about this lobby? They don't have voice chat turned on. Can't put them
oh
there.
my God.
The selection of players is really getting a lot
That's
smaller.
crazy. Like, it's really thinking about it. That's crazy.
There. So, they're playing on controller. Good. How about this lobby with PlayStation players also using controller? Bit of crossplay. Good. Nah, come on. Don't be silly. They just played on this map before. Can't put them in there. Sorry. I'm really not sure about this. I mean, they could go in this low ping lobby that I found, but nah. Playlist diversity and their KD is too high for that lobby. So there's no way. Oh, hang on. This one looks good so far. Check. Check. I found a good one here. It's the perfect match. Everything lines up. Skill,
Connect.
platform, voice chat.
Oh my
input,
God.
match, playlist diversity. 0.99 chance of a close game. The numbers make sense, but I've ruled out so many other servers now. This lobby's going to be 60 ping for that player. Ah, screw it. You know what? Throw them in there. They've waited too long.
He said, screw it. Throw it in there.
Experience because of the ping. Go complain on Reddit, loser. See you in the next match. That's Call of Duty matchmaking. That's how it feels to me.
I swear to God, he just hit it on the head.
Click play. It would find any group of players searching to fill a lobby in a server close to them, put them in a group together, and start the match as quick as possible. That's actually what ping is king would be, and that's not how the current system is at all. So you should know, if you're playing COD today, based on the information in the document they provided, in any mode that you play, you have a hidden rating, profile, and analytics on you that are being used to put you in a lobby that it deems acceptable. Skill and engagement are big factors. You're filling a hole, and no matter what level you're at, you can't see your own or other skill rating in the game. It will always try to match you with players of similar skill. If you think that's a good or bad thing, that's up to you. It limits the amount of people you play with, it has a negative impact on your connection experience and ping in the game, and it extends the time waited searching for a game. If they continue with this system in Warzone and multiplayer, it's only going to get more accurate over time, by the way. It would be great to let players in-game see their own rating and other players' rating for each lobby. I think that would go a long way.
Yeah, that ain't happening, though. I respect it. I like that idea, though, but it won't happen.
Creator exclusive Ace, they discovered the only way to see some small reference for your behind-the-scenes skill rating is by submitting a data and information privacy request on the Activision website. It takes a few days to receive this, but it does show you your perceived skill value. There's not much context to it though, and no visibility of the players that you were playing with and against, but what it does reveal is a heavily reactive system that's constantly updating. I'd recommend watching Exclusive Ace's videos on this if you're interested to learn more. Wrapping this bit up, the discussion around matchmaking in COD games has become overwhelmingly toxic now. It's created more distrust in the community, and there are conspiracy theories such as skill-based damage and easier matchmaking if you buy bundles from the store. Players also figure out ways constantly to subvert these systems through various methods. I don't know what the answer is here, but for this section, I'll leave you with this. The notion of an old school, casual, and unfiltered multiplayer experience has gone. Every match, regardless of your skill, is essentially a ranked match with no rank progression and no context of how and why you performed the way you did. You should know that you're always playing ranked, but it's just not called that. I feel like Call of Duty has forgotten that it's a toy to be played with, and their matchmaking system is designed to manipulate you and keep you playing for longer. Next, bugs. Honestly, there's been so many bugs with Warzone that there's no point documenting them all. Every game has them. It just seems that Warzone has way more than
Bucks
average,
acquire Kyle
and they
Kuzma
take
as
longer
part of
to
the deal
fix.
from. Oh,
There's
wow.
been a notable pattern too
It's big time.
that when there are problems with the store, they're often fixed sooner in a much quicker fashion. That might just be because a store problem is generally easier to fix than a gameplay problem though, but it's happened enough times now that it sends the wrong message and it creates a narrative within the community. Moving on, server performance. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Combined with the complex matchmaking system, you can get into some pretty rough servers with packet loss and high pings.
That's true.
Servers crash too, and they can be crashed by hackers now. And while there's no official data, third-party testers have surmised that the game runs at between 15 to 20 tick rate. I'm no game developer and I'm very ignorant to this, but my understanding of it is that the higher the tick rate, the more real up-to-date version each player has of the game. In layman's terms, it's how fast everything in a lobby updates. The faster the better. Some games like Valorant have a 128 tick rate. So
Damn.
the response is very fast and hit
128
damage, etc. More often than not feels accurate. Obviously, Warzone has a much higher player count than Valorant of 100 to 150 players, so there may be technical problems with increasing the tick rate.
I would
assume
like
it
to
would
know
also
that.
cost more money for Activision to run higher tick rate servers, but as I mentioned before, they are owned by Microsoft now, so perhaps they can sort out some kind of deal, you know? I don't even know if it would help with Warzone, but in my simple
I don't think it
brain,
will.
It makes sense. It would be a nice olive branch for the community.
I don't
to
think
spend
it'd
a bit
help.
more time and money on server performance. Other large player count games in the past, like Battlefield 4, for example, with 64 players, did have high tick rate servers up to 120 Hz if you wanted. That felt super snappy, good to play on, and 60 Hz then became the standard going forward. So I feel like it should be possible for Warzone too. And higher tick rate servers should definitely be there already in multiplayer for smaller gamers like S&D hardpoint domination. I'm sure those upgrades would make a massive positive impact on rank play, and of course competitive, the Pro League. I think it's important that we talk about trust as well. Call of Duty has been having a very hard time with this over the last 2 years or so, I would say.
Bad trust
on
issues.
the surface that trust within the fan base and vocal community is at an all-time low. On almost every social media post or YouTube video, there is a slew of negative comments and sentiment. Sometimes even community notes. It mainly revolves around fixing the game, the cheating situation, and focusing on selling bundles and event passes instead of addressing problems with the game. The recent Squid Game event is an example of that. It gives the impression that their priorities are not in the right place. I also mentioned the thing about store errors too in the bug section that are promptly fixed. Other bad examples that soured trust are like during Warzone 2 when DMZ was being updated still. They sold store bundles that gave you pretty big gameplay advantages, like always spawning in at the start of a round with a UAV. It all makes people wonder what else could be going on behind the scenes. Generally, speaking about microtransactions too, Call of Duty feels like it crams so much of that down your throat nowadays that you get sick of the taste. The battle passes, the store, black sell, events, skins, collabs, paid for passes in your face as soon as you boot up the game. It's way too focused on the business and engagement side of things, and I think it's really starting to have a negative impact on the gameplay and player base now. Trust is important, and the only way out of this is to start actually delivering good updates and fixes. Shift the focus to the gameplay. More transparent communication would be nice too, but ultimately, I feel like they should stop saying they're going to do things
and do it,
and instead just start doing the things and let the improvements do the talking. Wrapping things up, because I don't want this video to go on too long, it probably already is, but I feel like many of these issues that I have could be rectified.
He's right though, like damn, it's spot on.
Call of Duty titles, so they weren't shackled and bound by that anymore. Make it a separate game with its own dedicated dev team, engine, weapon values, cycles, vision, etc. They need a fresh start and to go back to the drawing board, really diving into what made 2020 Warzone so good in the first place. It has started to become tiresome every year when there's a new COD game to learn, unlock and grind all these new weapons for Warzone, and every time they do a new integration, it shakes up the gameplay too much in my opinion. The art style changes, the vibe changes, the gameplay changes, turning players away from what they knew and throwing too many
It's true though.
PUBG, as I mentioned,
a standalone game would help this. Would help so much. A standalone game would be amazing for this.
At the start of the video, it's the only battle royale game right now that I still play somewhat regularly. As of making this video on a Sunday in January, PUBG has 507,000 players on PC Steam right now.
God dang.
With a 24-hour peak of 758,000. That's impressive.
That's crazy.
In the 7+ years that the game has been out, it hasn't massively deviated from its original vision at launch either. It is still a battle royale. They added more big maps over time. They didn't try and shake up the game mechanics every year or make drastic sweeping changes. The movement is exactly the same as day one, apart from some good quality of life changes which were added, such as vaulting and hoisting. I enjoy kicking back on the game, playing with friends from time to time. And I don't engage with the battle pass or cosmetics either. I don't care about the progression. I just play the game and enjoy it for what it is, a game. Warzone needs to break away, in my opinion. It needs to draw a clean line in the sand where they can build from scratch again and define what it is and what it wants to be. As a player, I'm looking for that level of consistency. A clean break would also be a great opportunity for the COD team to tell players that from this point in time, any purchases they make are staying with them in Warzone so they feel that they can invest and commit to the game in the long term.
That's true.
In Fortnite, for example, that isn't even a question. You know that whatever's on your account stays on your account and it will be accessible to you.
Oh,
Steam,
Fortnite.
when Black Ops 6 released, the daily concurrent player count of the COD launcher was 306,000. Remember that encompasses multiple COD games too. As of today, that number is currently sitting at 50,000 concurrent players. Remember, these games are available on Game Pass, Battle.net and consoles too, so the actual overall player number is much higher than this, but what the Steam charts show us is a trend. If COD is losing this many daily players on Steam, it's probably losing a proportionate amount on the other platforms too. This time it definitely feels a bit different to me. When Warzone released, it was a nice white t-shirt. You wore it every day, you washed it. It came back looking like new, smelling great. Each time there was a new season, a big map update to Verdansk, a new point of interest, you felt the excitement. The Halloween event was incredible. Then you got killed by a cheater for the 10th time.
Damn.
That left a stain.
I missed the
and
Halloween
then the server
event.
lagged out again. That left a stain. And then you got squad wiped in the final circle by someone glitching under the map. New stain. And then you were told that the cosmetics you paid for didn't carry across to the next version of the game.
That's
Big
true.
stain. You couldn't use your kill streak. Stain. You try and wash it and you can't get those stains out, but you keep playing, trying it again. And then you get killed by someone who made no footstep sounds running on the floorboards right next to you. New stain. Then a flying hacker car wipes you out. Stain. They take your favorite game mode away. New stain. Your game crashes with a dev error. Stain. You take the t-shirt off, you throw it in the washer, one more spin, comes out, no difference. It doesn't change. There's too many stains on it. They've left too many marks. And you
That's
know
very
what?
true.
You're not going to wear that t-shirt anymore.
Nope.
Warzone needs a new t-shirt.
Yep.
This game was a massive deal for Call of Duty. Free to play, exciting and fresh. I spent hours having fun on the game with friends, but I don't play it much at all anymore.
Man.
I find that kind of sad considering
We
how
used to
good it
spend like
be.
8
I hope
hours
that we can come
at
back to that in the future.
minimum
Yes,
on the
I
game.
know Warzone 2020, it wasn't perfect. There were some big issues with balance, dead silence, stopping power, etc. But goddamn, it was fun as hell. Simple, easy to understand, easy to pick up, and an amazing sandbox to play in. Perhaps we'll never get back to that, and perhaps that's okay, but I think that the foundation that they had there should have been nurtured and improved upon instead of being broken down time and time again. Luckily,
It's true.
there's sport for choice, and there are plenty of other amazing games to choose from right now. I wish the developers luck going forward, and I'll be keeping a close eye on updates. Thanks for watching. Do let me know your thoughts
That's
below,
wild.
and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
That's wild. Like legitimately, that's wild. Let me see here. It's actually crazy how much cleaner Warzone. That is true. At this point, COD is just bad for your mental health. That is so fucking true. One second. Like that is crazy. I mean, what happened? They pushed. Damn, that is wild. Look at all these. 2020 Warzone was the peak of the online gaming. Thank God you talked about the audio, the footsteps. It's crazy how many people back then played this. Everyone knew. That's true. It's developers, Murphy Law. Everyone they could run. They couldn't agree more with. Wow. Like legitimately, man. Gotta give my man. That's a hell of a video, guys. Hell of a video. All right. All right, guys. Let's. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We will be getting. We'll be doing the PPSH today. I'm gonna get some gameplay with the PPSH. And let me see here. What was it? Shit. What was it called? All right, let me get this going here. All right. All right, here, let me play some music, my bad. All right, let's see here. All right, let me get this loadout going here. All right, y'all, let me. All right, let's get this game going here, guys. Hold on one second. I gotta get this. All right, let's see here. Down, baby. Down, baby. With the advantage again. Yo, shout out to everybody out here, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Love y'all so much. Take it back to the pick up a bubbly, but despite your tickets, punish me. Don't stop. Hey, let's go.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Let's get into the games. I got to get a good PPSH game. Uh-oh. What was the update? If you're new here, man, make sure that you hit that follow button. It means the world to me, man. Thank y'all so much for everything. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Just running the terror. Since Santito's just came in here, I gotta play Santito. Santana. I gotta play. Santito's. I can see you singing this. I can literally see you singing this. Santito's be singing this to the ladies. I know you be singing this to the ladies. All right, guys. Hey, BRB. I gotta go. Got a phone call. BRB. Listen to the music. All right, my bad. Oh shit. Damn, I come back to this. Hold up. Gave me like 2 days and I'll sing and move my hips. Oh shit. I'll play some MC. All right, hold up. Let's get this class setup going here. Let's get this class setup going here. Damn. Is there this? I thought they had the solid ones. All right, we'll use this. Go muzzle. Ranger foregrip. Combat scout. Combat stock. Oh shit. If I don't have all right, let me see this. See what this is gonna feel like. I don't know if I like that. See what this does. The thing jumps. Hey, it's only for the ladies. Only for the ladies. It's got a lot of damn recoil though. Guess I gotta get control of them. All right, let's see. Where's the other one at? Hold up. All night long. All right, let's try this one. Just feel like, I don't know. Let's get our free, what's it called? Oh my God. They're too much for this crap. Been on my way. All right, let's see. See what this does. Oh, this is a lot better right here. Yeah, this is a lot better. Duck to the right for the touch, just so. Do baby girl, watch the flow. Good time. Yeah, this is a lot better. Put this back with your phone. I like it. What's it got? Hold up. Got the Ranger. I will go Ranger. Are you still down? Are you still down? I wish they had the what's it called? The solid color ones. I wish they had the solid color ones. Damn. Such a good song. All right, let me get some music going here. Oh, all right, let's get I'm in this bitch. We'll go with some pink cherry blossoms in this bitch. All right, let's go. Woo! Loaded. Loaded. This thing, I ain't been sipping up and bitching, popping apples. I mean, I don't want to really put a sight on this bitch though. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. I don't know if it'll do anything for real. I don't think it's that bad. I just don't know if I C5. All right, let's see what it does after this. And then when the thing was faces. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one with. We'll use one with this, and then one without it. We'll play one game. And then this been. All right, let's go. Let's get it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play two different modes. All right, let's get this. Couldn't find you. All right, now I gotta learn, and I can't cuss, guys. I gotta be good. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm anxious to see which one's better, the one with the sight or the one without the sight. I would say this is probably like a middle one. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like a mid-range fight. That's what I'm guessing it's probably going to be. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do two of them. We're gonna do one with the sight and one, iron sights. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. But I'm anxious to see which one is going to be better. Which one is it going to be, the sight or the iron sights? It'll be interesting for me to see. Little Rose. I hear him. He's up top, I think. Nope. Oh, they in there shooting. Remember, I ain't got no. Oh, damn. I don't have any. I don't have any. What's it called? I'm moving though. That's one thing I'll say about this is I'm moving and grooving with this scan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do we have it? Nope. Ah. Nope. Nice. Whoa. Y'all are all just sitting up there? Hello. All right. All right, we're moving. We're moving and grooving though. Ah. I hear him. Oh shit. My bad, partner. Bad partner. It's a little bit hard to control per se. Gotta keep moving. Oh shit. Ah, you shot me in my back. All right, let's keep it going. That's all right. He just hard scoping up there. We can grab him easy. Fool's not gonna jump up there. Whoa, hi partner. Come on. I'm waiting for that fool. Ah, that's me. You're using a meta gun. That's corny. Ah, shit. God, you're corny. Like, he really chased me around that whole building. We'll keep moving. Ah. All right, we did one at least. Let's see how well it shoots the distance too. Oh, daddy. All right. But that part. The hell was that? Nope. Whoa. Oh my God. Nope. Up top. My bad. My gun got jammed. Sorry. I'm waiting for that photo. Oh. You get it? All right, cool. Oh my God. Okay, so I see. So we're probably gonna. It's medium range. Damn, Felix. Keep moving. Oh my God, you're just sitting back there. We got him. All right, let's get back up. Get your ass back up. Oh, damn. Felix and Guzzo can only get me like from that side. I can't. Can I get stems? How? I was moving. Your ass up there. Oh, damn. He's got... Oh, shit. I don't care. I'm going to keep shooting his ass. Let's keep moving. Keep on moving. Ah, I should have got him. Sorry. I just felt like doing it. I like starting shit. I do like doing this. Damn. Ah, that was me. That was me. That was me. I should have went that far. Just full that. Oh, we got him. Cool. My bad, Shafty. see him. I see him. See him. Excuse me. Nah. Damn, you gotta use. Oh, where's your ass at? Oh, you're just sitting back. All right. We know where he's at. Come on, let's go back here and crap his ass. Alright, so long range, nah, not really. Medium range, yeah. Nope. Oh shit. We should be winning. I hear him. Oh, it stuck me. Stuck me. No shit. I low-key want to go up here and see what I can do with this shit. Nope. Did we get him? Come on. There'll be one right here. Come on. Hey, I'm giving you up top. You just got to keep moving. Damn, GG's. Man, we... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that volume all the way up now. He was trash. What the world? Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. $43 and $23, not bad at all. All right, let's go. Remove this and see what we got here. At 30. It's not bad. Yo, I was actually moving and grooving on this one. All right. All right, so that was a good one. That's one we can use for real, for real. It's one we can use. Hold up one second. All right, let's go. What's happened to my music? Where's my music? There we go. Let's talk about it. Daddy. Make a jump until I thought about it. Let's see here. Hold up. Let's talk about it. Let it all work out. All right, we're gonna use that one for. Damn it! Hold up. Down. No. But the bullets, I'm loading my clips, knowing the names, and thinking that next I'm checking it twice, and I'm getting you hit. Sip. Busy to do what you wish. All right, y'all. All right, let's try this. See what this is gonna do. Don't be shit. Don't be a flout. It won't be for flame. It won't be just in the same. All right, so hold up. Here's what we're gonna do. Damn, I ain't the fake with this list. All right, I'm gonna go here. We're gonna add this. I just poured something in my cup. I just moved something I can fit. All right, now I want to do one second. Yeah, my gonna make you real. I got him stuck. And then did on the generations. I'm gonna be ruined it once. All right, so we're gonna go. Presser. Ranger foregrip. All right. And then add 2. I don't know if I want to do that. 45. We'll put 45 on there. Combat Scott. Target laser. Okay. All right, so what this looks like. When your head don't make you real. I low key here. Hold on. Let's take this off. What if we do laser? Hold up. What if we do target laser? I don't know. Life grant. I only wonder what you wonder, fam. You know what the never end. 1 second, John. All right, here we go. I don't know if I want the laser though, for real. How is this going to affect it though? I will try it. This is bullshit. Okay. I didn't mean duplicate. Delete. Boom. My fam. All right, let's go. Again. I started, man, yeah. And yeah. All right, let's get it. I'm anxious to see if how quick this one's going to be compared to the other one. See how good this is up close. Nah, brother. Oh my god. Who uses that shit? I'm definitely going up here for this idiot. Had to do it. My bad, y'all. Had to do it. Awesome. Damn. Not bad.
Enemy silenced.
Oh shit, where the fuck did fool go? Where'd he go? I thought he went that way. Oh, they all hugged up in here. One. They're not that good. Told you. Told you y'all not that good. Nope, 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 nope. Should be. He's up top.
Hostile decoy.
Oh, never mind. Oh!
It was only a matter of time.
Shit. Ah! Blah, 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 blah. Who's got the fire rounds? My question. Ooh. Who's got the fire rounds? How? I ran past it.
I'm not your enemy. Flashbang incoming. Spotted black.
Oh my god. Not that good, bot now. Go grab you real quick. Thank you.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Hostile decoy.
You're just sitting up there. What weirdos? Nope. Alright, let's keep it moving. What were you doing, partner? What was dude doing? What's he doing? Did I get that one at least?
Hostile decoy.
Oh shit. Yep. No, he's on bottom side.
Enemy.
Nope. You butt.
Five kills.
Damn, I thought.
Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
Up top. Ah. Sorry. I know exactly where I'm.
Tossing Semtex.
I hear him. Oh. Let's go.
All targets down. When can I expect a transfer?
Dude, when can I expect a transfer?
You guys are horrible.
Sleep is down. Enemy with Semtex.
Let's see. Did he lose?
Shut up.
Take the loss. Sorry, man. Sorry. Get better. It's a good game. It's a good. Oh, be mad. Ah, he mad. Where's he at? You know I gotta say something. Hold up. Where's he at? 25. All right. 25. Who is this? Mano NYC. Sorry, man. It's okay. Don't be mad. Hold up. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it to him. I ain't gonna do it to him. Hey, y'all horrible. Y'all horrible. Damn, y'all got your ass kicked. Ass kicked. All right. Get your butt out of there, girl. All right, let's see. Damn. Get your ass down. What was that? Hold up. 27. Damn. You can't talk shit with an 8.6. You can't talk shit. Sorry, you just can't. Can't talk shit. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off, man. I'm gonna edit these TikToks, and I'm off here, man. Love y'all so much. I will be back tomorrow night at 9. We're gonna go all night, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.